Hi, Tantric Travelers. Welcome to Tantric Traveler Tarot. And today I'm going to do a light frequency check to celebrate this beautiful, watery, maternal pearl of a full moon in the sign of Cancer. So this full moon is at home. If you are a Cancer or you carry any Cancer energy in your chart, if you're a mother, if you're a divine feminine, you may be feeling the blessings of this full moon in particular, and you may be doing some energetic purifying and some emotional purifying along with the eclipse which blessed us. And I'm really thankful because here in Quebec, Canada, it's raining today, and only 2 days ago it was minus 16 degrees Celsius. So when the full moon comes in Cancer and the waters are released, I feel that there's some balancing going on a planetary level with the divine feminine consciousness, and I feel that we're sending that balancing aquatic liquid quenching energy to parts of our planet which may be out of balance in that element and may be carrying and expressing a lot of fire energy, for instance, which is a release of planetary emotion, and that means from human consciousness and the human hearts collectively and individually, and also from the planetary heart of our divine sovereign planetary parent, Tierra Madre, Marina Amor, Papasuelo, Rio Amor. So it's a beautiful thing, and I encourage you to join in with your own prayer, meditation, art, dance, community gatherings, and any other way that you like to participate in this beautiful collective energy and this beautiful healing of the full moon eclipse in the sign of Cancer. So I've already shuffled and purified the cards with sage, so I'm just going to patiently shuffle through and see what flips out. Okay, we've got the Sun in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles so far. Take one more from this deck, please. Beloved ancestors and guides and helpful, unconditionally loving archangelic alliance. What messages do you have for the collective today? Oh, we've got Jupiter again. Frequency check-in, please. Now let's leave that deck there, and we'll see what the Animal Tarot has to share with us. Beautiful animal ancestors, these powerful guides here. Anchors of the Gaia grid, the natural planetary matrix, which is a part of the galactic and universal matrix of unconditional love and infinite light. So animals express that through the way that they live, their essence, their being, the gifts that they bestow upon us, and the messages that they give us when we pay attention. Beloved animal guides, what messages do you have for us today on this full moon in Cancer? What messages do you have for us today, beloved animals? What messages do you have to share with us? Okay, thank you. Do you have two more, please, beloved animal ancestors? What messages do you have for us today on this Cancer full moon, rainy day? Messages do you have for us? Do you have 2 more messages for us, please, beloved animal guides? What messages do you have? Thank you. Ooh, you saw how those just flew out. Amazing. There's the Queen of Winged Ones again, Scarlet Macaw. For those of you that watched the What's Your Frequency videos, you're appearing. So from our animal ancestors, we received the Ten of Wands in reverse, which is tortoise, movement through pressure. We have the Scarlet Macaw, Queen of Swords, Queen of Winged Ones, vision and spiritual perception, and the Devil in reverse, which is Raven, shape-shifting, and light in dark. Okay, so definitely feeling the recession of the active masculine rational energy with the sun in reverse on this rainy full moon day in Cancer. So the lunar energy of Cancer is very powerful, and if you are feeling like you want to stay in, you want to stay yin, and feeling that your energy and your perception is guided to turn inwards and kind of to disregard what you should be doing or what other people or programs tell you you should be doing, then today is the day to do it. And the next 2 days, I would say. So the full moon was last night, and I generally feel the energy for a full 72 hours around that period. Because the full moon is in Cancer and because of the eclipse, this could have been affecting your behavior and your inclinations for up to a week ago and 2 weeks into the future, as well as, the next longer cycle, which would be probably going right into, because we're in Capricorn now, it would probably be going right into Cancer, Sun in Cancer season in June, where the effects of this period of time will be playing in your energy field. So yeah, a retreat from the rational, retreat from the masculine sort of way of thinking. And you also have supporting this the Ten of Ancients or the Ten of Wands, which is saying, okay, even though your persistence has been admirable and you've been working hard to finish things properly and, to be this energetic powerhouse who never stops. We all know the tortoise and the hare fable. So you've been going and going, maybe even for a decade now, because this is the Ten of Wands. So this could be really the time in your cycle where the universe and the planetary parents and energies are saying, drop the wands. Just drop the burdens and let us finish it for you. So if you feel like resting today and you feel like you've been going through a lot, if you feel like resting for the next couple weeks until the universe brings your new cycle in and presents you with the opportunities that are really for you, do it. And beautifully, right after that 10 in reverse, we have the upright, the Ten of Pentacles, which is about home, family, traditions, stability, and appreciating what you have accomplished in the material realm during your last cycle, which could have been the 10-year cycle. So look around and celebrate what you have and who you are and what you've made. And, look through your old journals and your old notebooks and see where you started. Post an old picture on your social media from 10 years ago and see if you can determine where your starting point was for the cycle that you're finishing now. And that might give you a little bit of encouragement and faith that the next cycle that you're moving into will be just as fascinating, just as revealing, and just as fruitful as this one has been. So there's no shame in staying home today and enjoying your food and your family and your creative accomplishments, looking through old photographs, looking through your documents in your computer for writings that you did, for work accomplishments. All of this is yours to appreciate today. And supporting that, we have the Queen of Winged Ones, this gorgeous full spectrum mental energy. So you might be very communicative with your family or with your partner or with your loved ones, and about just the appreciation that you have for pretty much the rainbow that you've created in your life, this spectrum of beautiful energy which you manifested partially through the mental body, through your dreams, through your ambitions, through your communications, through your requests and desires. So if you feel like writing today, it's a great day to do it. And again, just appreciating yourself, looking in the mirror, and do what I did today, which is surprise self-portrait. What are your colors today? Where are you at? How well do you know your own face? How well do you know your own mind? And how do you use it? How do you express it? How do you protect your mental energy? And yeah, this is a beautiful kind of combination between the solar energy of the sun, because Macaw is actually symbolic of the sun, and you can see through the light of the spectrum, which would be the rainbow colors of the scarlet macaw. But because of the power of this moon in Cancer, the Queen of Winged Ones is coming out. So the moon kind of seems to float in the sky at night, and sometimes we even see sort of rainbows around her, especially if it's misty and foggy and rainy like it is today. But we can still catch a glimpse of her sometimes. We see that. And this is just a beautiful balance of the masculine with the feminine energy. So the power of the intellect tempered by the appreciation of emotion and appreciation and enjoyment of the light that shines through the heart, which manifests as your dreams coming true here on Earth. Also, Big Daddy's here again, so if you've been checking out tarot at all this week, either on this channel or in your own cards or elsewhere, you know that the Hierophant or Jupiter has been making his presence felt, and he doesn't have to try very hard. If you look up into the sky, that big fat shiny diamond that you see pretty low on the horizon up here in Canada, that is Jupes, and Jupiter is luck. Jupiter is fruition. Jupiter is the gifts of the divine, surprises coming into your life. And the more you appreciate what it is that you've already experienced and you are experiencing, the more room you make with your gratitude to receive this immense energy and not feel any of the bumps and sort of shocks, and not be startled by what's coming in. And this is in the near future, so even in the next few days, it could be big things or it could be hints of what's to come. But because of Jupiter's presence during this eclipse lunar cycle, so the eclipse of the sun in Capricorn, followed by the opposite side of the zodiac wheel, which is the full moon eclipse in Cancer, we're receiving that balanced energy of Mummy Daddy Universe, and Jupiter is expressing it by carrying these divine gifts, insights, good luck, opportunities to us. So there are big opportunities, and it could be relationships as well. I mean, it could be relationships, it could be reconciliations with someone that there has been some separation. You could be bypassing them or coming into contact with them again due to planetary movement. And this can happen in a lot of different ways. So don't try and predict it, because Jupiter can be kind of pleasantly unpredictable. But know that the overriding energy, even though the sun may be kind of in reverse, the the big energy in the sky is this beneficent masculine energy of Jupiter. So I suggest connecting with the actual planet or star that we can perceive in the night. So get your star maps app out and see where Jupes is at for sure. But if you don't have star maps, just go outside and look for that twinkle twinkle massive star, because it's a biggie, and welcome this gorgeous masculine energy into your life. So speaking of gorgeous masculine energy, we also have the devil in reverse, raven, shape-shifting and light and dark. So this is kind of saying the same thing. The devil in the tarot is actually Capricorn, so Capricorn is making its presence felt here. And when it's in reverse, I don't have a problem with the devil card at all, because we live on Earth, and the devil pretty much means being in the flow of the rules of the third dimension, or the earthly dimension as we have known it. But when it's reversed, it means that you can kind of exceed some of those limitations. So shape-shifting and light and dark, when it's in reverse this way, shows that you may have already attained some level of knowledge with, the nature of light and dark and how they interact, and mix it up within our psyches and our spiritual bodies, as well as our physical material life here on Earth. I see this as being a good omen. Again, like it's the good luck vibe that's coming in with Jupiter, or the Hierophant. And it can also mean like a release from perceived limitations in the 3D, which can be like, being excessively tied to or obsessed with things of the material, which would be money, sexuality, the body, addictions of any kind, physical limitations or health limitations of any kind, and also just believing that this is the only experience that's real or that's happening. So when the devil goes into reverse, it's really opening up the portal to experience the marbling of light and dark in your consciousness. And the full moon, of course, is a natural time for that to occur. So I'm not surprised to see the raven here. And I do have a raven friend that flies by my window when I'm doing card readings normally, so he might come by. And I love to hear his beautiful croak. There's something about it. It's like that. That sounded more like a crow, but I love the raven sound. And he's quite a mischievous fellow, of course, and I know he spies on me. But I love him so. Get that beautiful profile. Sexy. Okay, so that's the energy check-in with the tarot, and I'm going to draw one oracle card from my beautiful Isis Oracle. So I already have the Sothis card out, which is Abundance of Sothis, also known as the star system Sirius. So this is, if you connect with the star system of Sirius, which is 2 or 3 stars, we're not really sure, you can receive the abundance of Sothis. So the Milky Way flows through Sirius and through into our galaxy, into our solar system and down to Earth through the planet Venus as well. So if you connect with Venus and then with Sirius and draw in your divine aid in your own manifestations, today, this full moon, is a good time to do this. Okay, so let's just ask our Divine Mother, Isis, or Aset, as she is correctly known. Aset, please provide us some guidance for this beautiful full moon in Cancer. Where can we go with this full moon eclipse energy in Cancer? What opportunities or guidance are coming to us? Isis, please give us a card, Isis. Please give us a card, Aset. What energy should we be aware of? What opportunities for healing, for growth? Oh, how lovely. So we have ancient power mysteries. Hear the rattle of Isis playing. Oh, I love the reflection of the light on this card. It looks like the moon. Beautiful. So yes, this is saying, get quiet, be soft, whisper a little bit during this full moon. This is the internalized maternal sense, listening within the womb, listening to the inner voices of our own bodies. It could be an opportunity for any clairaudient gifts that you are cultivating, as well as an opportunity to heal through rhythm, sound, tone, and that expression of frequency. So this is a lovely gift. Allowing your inner voice and your inner song to arise during this full moon time. Thank you, Aset. Happy full moon.